So to recap, we've learned what arguments are. They're composed of premises which support a conclusion. We've learned what premises and conclusions are. They're propositions, which are really just claims made by a sentence. And we learned what it is for an argument to be in standard form. It's to be in this form. Now, some students will ask me, can an argument be in standard form even if it has more than two premises? Yes, an argument can be in standard form even if there's three premises or only one premise. And there could even be more than one conclusion. We'll learn about that later. Now, we want to learn about how to make argument reconstructions, put arguments in standard form, so that we can distinguish when a person's trying to persuade us, the conclusion they're trying to make, and how they're trying to support their conclusion. So sometimes it's not always clear what a person's conclusion is. And that's where we have a helpful thing called conclusion indicators. Okay? These are words that help us identify what a person's conclusion is going to be. And a lot of them, you'll know them. So there'll be words like therefore, thus, hence, so. The book adds, it can be concluded that, by the way, these are all on page 15, so you can just look from there. These are probably the most common one. In conclusion, so if somebody says this, I am hungry, so we should go to McDonald's. I am hungry, so we should go to McDonald's. Okay? Now to do an argument reconstruction, I can just go, well, here's what I would do. I would say, hey, there's that word so. That's a conclusion indicator. That indicates that what's here, we should go to McD's. McDonald's is their conclusion, and I am hungry is their premise. Okay, so P1, I am hungry. Conclusion, we should go to McDonald's. Okay, so watch for when people use these words. You can figure out what their conclusion indicator is, and then figure out what their conclusion is, and then it's easy to guess what their premise is. Make sense? Some other conclusion indicators in the book are words like implies, establishes, shows. Okay. They even use words that toward the bottom of page 15, words like because. Now, it's useful to know how because works. With because, when we use it as a conclusion indicator, normally the conclusion comes before the because. So I would say something like this. We should go to McDonald's because I am hungry. You'll see that word because and you're like, conclusion indicator. And unlike I am hungry, so we should go to McDonald's, where the conclusion comes afterward, in this case, the conclusion comes before. We should go to McDonald's. Why? What's your reason? Because I am hungry. Okay? So, yeah. Next, there's also what are called premise indicators. And these are words like, let's see, these are all on page 18. Yeah, 18, like my reason is, or my evidence is, and they also use this is so because. Okay, sorry about that. And when somebody says, my reason is blah, that means they're going to be giving their evidence. So somebody says, Uh, the witness was at the scene of the crime. Why should I believe that? My reason is we have videotape evidence, or my evidence is we have a videotape. So that's a premise indicator. So watch out for these words, these indicators, conclusion indicators or premise indicators, okay? And they will help you make your argument reconstruction, which is help you make sense of the sort of reasoning the other person is going through. Okay, we're going to, in our Zoom session, practice argument reconstructions. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys soon.